Prepare yourself for invasion. This is Indie Invasion.
Oh, look, Eric has his, what is it called? The sexy filter?
Yeah. What is it called?
Oh, yeah, you can totally see the blush on your cheeks now. Looks like
It's
you got
called
makeup on.
Touch up my appearance for the people that are butt ugly.
Yeah, that's good, man. It looks like you got a little powder room before you start. There you go. There you go.
Oh, my God. What's up, guys?
Hello. Look at the little kid. Yep, I know, right? He looks like a baby. There's Tonio and Todd. What's happening? Todd, I expect some of that fudge I saw that you posted that your mom sent you. I think that you should share that with Indie Invasion because it looked good, even though it's still in the box. But anyway, I digress. What's happening, invaders? Welcome to another Thursday night. We got a little something different tonight. We haven't done in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've done something like this.
Yeah, it's been a bit. Okay, so here's the real question. Aside from comic books, what, if anything, have you been working on?
Clowns a little bit.
Oh, you
now
did
that they're dry.
Clowns,
yeah,
okay.
I added a little bit more of that red. Trying to decide if I want to do like some of the pictures they show like a blue, green, purple, and to me that doesn't feel like a clown. You know, it's a little too dark, too
right.
And I know that's the world that it's supposed to be, but I don't know. I think I want to stick to classic, the primary colors. What are primary colors? Red, blue, yellow. Those colors. The bright colors. So.
Okay. Cool. Clem was like working on zombies. Hey, look, it's Jim again, just painting some 3D prints.
What's up, Jim?
I don't even want to show my desk for the number of 3D prints that I have on them right now. My resin printer is taking a break as I'm working on my giant egg dropship. So working on printing stuff with printing some feet and some guns and stuff to go on the side. I got the other one. It's already primed. It's right.
Oh yeah. You showed that before. You got quite a bit more work done on that one. So.
Yeah, the gray one's got a lot more work done on it, but I just finished printing all of the feet. There was a file for a dropship project. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. There was a file for a dropship project, but since I do everything on HeroScape and have to increase everything to 135% when I print it, it's too big for my print bed to print the dropship. So I'm just printing the pieces of it, slapping them on something on here. And then, of course, just piles and piles and piles of mechs. So
I gotta take my hoodie off. It's hot in here.
You just gotta show off the shirt, right?
No, maybe I want to show off my guns.
Sun's out, guns out. All right, so what are we doing today, sir? What do you got? What do you got for us?
So it's been a while since we've done this, but I have a Kickstarter that came in. So they're getting lower by my list. I haven't been on my list to see what outstanding ones I have, but this one it's been a while. Hey, what's up, Spaz? Spaz made it. So this was back when we were kind of in our RPG heat. I think we were looking at a lot of RPG systems and stuff like that. So what we have is the Mothership Kickstarter. So this was kind of like not really a second edition because Mothership was very independently, it was printed out in magazines basically. So this was their attempt to make it nice and organized, maybe do a rewrite, basically, not like a second edition or anything, but just a rewrite to clear up some stuff and just make like a nice, box set of everything. So he's barking at me, isn't he? So this was just a way to, I never
Shut up.
dove into it, and I really wanted to get into it, and I figured this was a good way to do it, was to get a nice set. And I kind of don't remember how deep I went, so this is going to be kind of a surprise to me.
All right, I'm going to be unmuting and muting myself.
Okay. I think your mic is on the wrong setting anyway. If you want to check it,
something's wonky with it. I can't get it to show up. So
okay.
You go screen on your box, because I have an old dog with dementia, and I'm going to fix
so
my
here's
microphone.
this. What we'll do is we'll just do. Let's see. What should we do? Something like this, or should we do something like this?
No, I don't need to be big. Your picture big.
How about like this?
Yes.
Or actually, I'm probably going to turn mine off anyway, so I'll just go big, and then everybody can see it nice and good. All right. So yeah, I just saw Jim said he got his too. I remember, Jim, you were into it before. So all right, so let's dive into this sucker. I think this was like maybe 2 years ago. I can't remember. I should have looked before we got on. Maybe it'll say in the thing. All right. So, let's see. What is all this stuff? So a little quartermaster packing slip. So right off the bat, I'm seeing stuff I don't remember. Mothership sci-fi conversion kit. So this is a conversion kit. Man, this thing looks like it was typed up on somebody's typewriter. That's some old school stuff. I like that. Conversion brochure. Okay. So, Jim, I take it you went through yours all already. I held on to mine and I wanted to unbox this a while ago, but we just never got into it, I guess. All right. So part of the Kickstarter was we got these cool patches. So we got this one. The landing crew. That's kind of neat. And then this one's a launch crew. Survive, solve, save. That's kind of cool. These are like old school patches, which are pretty neat. I know one was maybe an early backer, and the other one was
I love those.
I know. These are kind of cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I mean, I don't have a bomber coat that I can put them on. All right. Let me just double check nothing's hidden in there. Okay. Another box for the garbage, since today is garbage day. But look at that fancy box I got. You know what? I can go down a little bit now. There we go. That's kind of cool. It's gold. I think that's a face. Is that a face right there? That looks like a face. So I think this is everything.
I would say that was a face. That's a nice looking box.
Yeah, what is this? This is the deluxe set. So I guess I went all in. Go figure, right? So there's a lot of stuff.
When do we ever go all in?
And it looks like it comes with little standees. So let's.
I got all kinds of weird patches, man. I got like Battlestar Galactica patches.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff like that.
Oh, look at that. I can keep that off to the side so I can.
Yeah, I only backed for $1 just to support it because I was gonna go all in, but I knew I wasn't gonna get the opportunity to play it. That you got the good box, man.
Man, look at that. That's fancy. Player survival guide, Warden's operation manual, Shipbreaker's toolkit, unconfirmed contact reports, and then all those little, I think they were like scenario supplement type stuff. Dead Planet, A Pound of Flesh, Gradient Descent, and another bug hunt.
Nice.
Those are all like the original stuff they can get. Oh man, this is a heavy duty box too.
That's good.
Look at that inside. I don't know if you guys can read it. It says survive, solve, save. And, oh, it has that new box smell. All right. So we have, oh, look at that, character creator and dice roller. It's like a little app that you can download. That's kind of cool. Quickly make the characters, especially considering that they probably die fast.
No, that doesn't happen.
I mean, that was one of the things that I thought was cool about this system is that as you go, the characters build stress and it makes the rolling kind of harder.
Yeah.
So this is the Game Master, Dungeon Master screen. Holy cow, look at all that stuff that's on there.
So I'm on the Kickstarter right now just looking, and I didn't realize that it got to 1.4 million.
Wow.
On the Kickstarter. I didn't realize it got that high.
Well, I know this is a very popular game system for an independent. It was really popular, I know.
Yeah.
I think that was the motivation for the guys doing the rewrite was that, you know, they wanted to make it they wanted to make one a nicer version, you know, just to bling it up a bit and just I think just get a nice clear version of the game for the fans. They kind of did it as a fan service in a way.
Spaz got you good. He said, who needs drugs when you can just sniff new board games?
That's right. All right. So what is this? Holy cow.
Now, when did you get this? When did it come? Because I'm gonna hit you with the estimated delivery after you tell us.
Probably about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
3 or 4 weeks ago. Okay. Estimated delivery was November 2022.
Holy cow, really?
Yep.
2 years late. Wow.
Estimated delivery.
I mean, I know they had issues, but I really don't remember paying attention to the emails and stuff.
Well, I don't really remember getting too many emails in regard to it. Up until they started asking for fulfillment.
Okay.
Yeah, Jim said that he thought they dropped the ball on fulfillment too. Yeah, I did too. And I think we've said this 100 different times. It really, the way the community is, all it takes is to let the community know what's going on.
Yeah, and I think
out an email and be like, hey, you know, we messed this up and blah, 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 or whatever. And people tend to be a little bit more, they give you a little bit more grace when you just communicate with them.
And I think they were pretty good with it at first, weren't they? About regular updates and the writing updates. I know he was talking about, well, I got this chapter done or this chapter done type of thing. Which I was kind of surprised it took so long if you're just doing a basic rewrite to make things clear. He wasn't changing anything, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, the nasties.
Yeah, no, that's a nice sheet. I don't know.
There's so many factors in a Kickstarter, or you know,
there really is, and I really think that you just have to communicate.
Yeah,
I think that people understand a lot when it's the small guys. I think they really do, by and large. But if you just leave them out there, I mean, it's a beautiful looking product. Don't get me wrong.
Look at these fancy boxes to put stuff in,
and I've never played the game. I think the concept is awesome.
There's all the books. So this is the basic book that I remember you can buy for. I don't even know if you can get this original version anymore because it's probably out of print. So now this one is. I remember looking at the original and it was pretty thin pages and stuff. This is pretty substantial.
Is it a pretty good quality?
Yeah. I mean, this is a card stock. Kind of reminds me of the old school, gonna date ourselves, 80s books, man.
Like modules?
Yeah. That's what this reminds me of. all the black and white. And
I don't know what you're talking about with those module things. I mean, I've heard about them in the ancient texts, but I've never actually seen one.
So that's kind of nice. And then we got, see, this one's the operation manual. I just love the art too.
Yeah, I do too. I'm a fan of that. I remember in it. It reminds me of the old Dungeons and Dragons art.
Yeah,
Some of it was terrible, but that was kind of a little bit of the appeal of it. You know what I mean?
that was the charm, especially now when you look back on it.
I mean, I say it was terrible, but I couldn't have drawn the pictures that were in there. You know, you probably could have.
For the time period, that's all we had too. That was new back then, not like now where it's a dime a dozen, you know.
And AI draws everything.
Yeah.
I saw a great post on Facebook from Pete over at Demented Games. And I'm probably going to mess it up, and you guys have probably seen it, but it was like AI is doing the wrong thing. It's creating artwork. What I need AI to do is vacuum the floor and do my laundry so I can create more artwork.
That's pretty nice. This is so you can make a ship, this little module.
Oh, I like that.
To run around and scream. And
I love those ship designs too.
Yeah, they're kind of neat.
Just looking at those ship designs makes me want to print some ships for Billion Suns.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Because I'm not entirely sure I'll ever buy a miniature again.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. Oh yeah, and then there's your little notes, which I'm assuming you can go and download all this stuff too.
Probably. I'm gonna see about their website. Mothership. I'm on the
Unconfirmed contact reports. 5 quick horrors: Anomaly, Brute, Guard, Hunter, Swarm. Well, I don't want the Swarm.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You have all the models for it.
Yeah, I probably do, right?
Okay, let's see.
With the Zombicide, what was the alien one? Oh my gosh, look at that.
Oh, nice. Okay, let's see.
Oh, that's one color. That's weird to see color.
I don't see anything downloadable on their maybe under extras. Nope, that's the patches. I don't see anything downloadable. Clearance. Let me see.
So this kind of looks like your monster manual here. There's all kinds of different aliens and raiders, and so they got space pirates too.
Space pirates. Do they have ice pirates?
Well, I guess if you wanted them to be ice pirates,
you gotta have ice pirates, man. Space herpes. You gotta have ice pirates, man.
Wow.
Are space herpes in the monster book?
Well, they got zombies. I see zombies.
That's probably close enough.
Space herpes.
Come on, I know you remember the movie.
Oh my gosh. You know, I tried watching that a couple months ago. I think it was back in the fall, and I was like, oh my God, I can't watch this.
What?
And it's weird too, because it's who was in that? That was
Robert Urich.
Robert Urich, and I think
and Angelica Houston.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in that. Gregory Hines, was he in that?
No, that's not Gregory Hines. I can't remember the dude's name, but I don't see any like character sheets or anything to download.
Okay, and this is an introductory adventure for the game. Another bug hunt. So this would be where I would want to start when I play the game. Man, look at all that stuff. They got a lot of charts. 100D chart there. That's kind of cool. Lots of flow charts I noticed too in this, which is kind of interesting. Another little color book. I like the looks of this one.
There it is. Michael Roberts was Roscoe.
Okay. And then I think what's his face from Sons of Anarchy was in it too. I always blank on his name.
Me too. Hellboy.
Yes, Hellboy. Oh, this is a nice book too. I like the look of this one. What else do we got here? This one I remember vividly in the stores, just thinking, oh, what the heck is that? So this is a violent incursion into the land of the living for the Mothership sci-fi role-playing game. So this is another adventure, I guess. I mean, it's all red. Oh, wow. So here we got like a little base. Not just a ship, but a base.
That's awesome. Ron Perlman.
Yes. There we go. So, oh, it has, that's right. This has a derelict ship generator where you roll dice and it determines the layout of like the ship mapping, which is kind of cool concept. Interesting. Yeah, it's a derelict ship module generator so you can play in. So you don't even have to sit there. Oh my God, that hurts my eyes.
Holy moly, what's that for?
So this is jump drive malfunction table. So there's two different tables here. There's a weapons and supply cache too. So wow. Moon Colony Bloodbath. Oh yeah, I want to go to that colony. It's called Bloodbath. So this one has cannibals on the moon.
Oh yeah, everybody wants to start a colony on a world called Bloodbath, right?
I mean, isn't that what the whole Doom video game series was? Is that the people get possessed or something?
It's like Ghosts of Mars.
Yeah.
You remember that? I loved that movie.
So that's kind of interesting. It is, in effect, it is zombies in space. So as Jim's saying, the conversion brochure isn't needed for those. I think those are updated with the new rules. I have the old ones and need that brochure. So yeah, this is kind of a neat looking little book. I like the fact that they have that thing where you can generate your own little like bases and derelict ships and stuff. So what's this one? A pound of flesh. Sooner or later, everyone pays. So this is another little scenario. Wow. Another 100 die chart. What's this chart for? Cybernetic mutations. So this is about synthetics, I guess.
Oh, nice.
So no Mr. Nice Guy Bishop, huh? It's more like what was his name in the first movie? I just remember him running in place because he was malfunctioning. It was so weird.
That's more of a Rutger Hauer and Blade Runner synthetic, right?
Oh, yeah. Interesting. I mean, there's lots of walls of text, but I think once you dive into it and start getting the feel of it, it probably makes sense to you. That's why you got to start with the first book, right? So, I mean, it just seems like they've created this whole universe in a way through all these supplements. And I think if you go online, you can find like fan generated stuff, which is kind of cool. I mean, there's such a fan base for it. Oh, there's more stuff in here I didn't even see. So let's see. This is gradient descent, random search table. That's kind of cool.
If you play a synthetic, do you have to like do quotes from Blade Runner? Be like, I've seen things you people have never seen. Little Roy Batty action.
I suppose that's better than just what's her face screaming all the time.
Daryl Hannah.
Daryl Hannah, yeah.
Ash in Alien, Bishop in Aliens.
That's it. Okay. This ship is a tomb. Best third-party product. Yeah, see, there's a lot of third-party stuff for this. I'll have to check that one out, Jim. Because it's like, I'd like to play a sci-fi RPG. And I looked into the Alien one that's out there, and it's interesting to me. But I also heard it's kind of limiting, whereas this thing, man, there's so much.
To me, that was the appeal of that, is that it was same thing that you were saying. I felt limited in the Aliens universe.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, that's what it is. It's the aliens.
Yeah.
With this one, the thing that appealed to me about this one is way back in the day when the movie Event Horizon came out. I thought that movie was so cool.
Yeah.
And this game, I was just like, that's how you could play Event Horizon.
Yeah.
And you could play, it would just open everything up, and you could just do whatever you wanted in it. It's like it gives you a foundation for any sort of sci-fi horror with all of these little sprinkled elements throughout, like the stuff for the synthetics and we've mentioned several good sci-fi horror flicks that have this little crossover. Black Hole RPG. There you go.
Oh, yes. That's what I like about this. It's not that it's generic. It's open-ended enough that you can do whatever you want. You can combine different, movies if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. Oh, these are all the look for the standees. And then you got to have this. It comes with the dice.
Yep.
So you got your little percentage one there.
Jim said he goes back and forth between this one and Alien, but Mothership has won out.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got a pretty good RPG group that I was running through some fantasy stuff. Right now they're doing Fallout with my son. He's running it. And I don't know what they would be looking to do next. I think I want to run a All Flesh Must Be Eaten, just like a one or a two shot where everybody just dies,
Yeah. Yeah.
The good stuff. Everybody dies. Yeah. Well, I mean, come on. Let's be honest. Mothership kind of strikes me that way too.
Yeah, it sounds like. I mean, shoot, they're advertising an app that you can get to create a character fast.
Right. While you're sitting back there and everyone else in the group is dying. It kind of it reminds me a little bit. I have like this mental crossover for the game, and the board game Endure the Stars. It sort of strikes me that way. Yeah, I know they have videos. I was just on the website cool. And they have several videos, but Endure the Stars was a horror sci-fi game that used mental breakdown. Like your people would start to mentally break down.
Go crazy.
They'd start to go crazy. And this game sort of, it strikes me that way too. You know what I'm saying?
Game over, man. Game over.
Do you know how many times that is probably quoted in this game?
Oh,
like that's probably the catchphrase for every single character. Yeah, I'd say that was a good score. Now, here's the thing I wonder is
I don't remember what I spent on this. It's been so long.
Oh, you spent too much. I know you did, because that's what we do. Actually, I haven't done a Kickstarter in forever. Okay, so Tuesday night games, you can buy, let's see, shop Mothership.
Can you get these now? This probably not just this set, but you can probably get a box set, because I think that was part of it too, is to be able to market like an old school starter set, like the D&D red box or something.
Yeah, everything's sold out.
Yeah.
The core set sold out. The deluxe set is sold out.
And that might be due to fulfillment, because they were just wrapping up fulfillment. Maybe it'll be back in stock soon. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So it doesn't look like there's really I mean, they have some stuff in clearance from the first edition. So now I don't know what they cleaned up in it, but so for instance, in here, no such thing as too much. We pay the exact amount required. That is a true statement. They have the one you were just looking through, Gradient Descent. They've got that in here. Pound.
Oh, okay.
But these are the 0 editions.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's kind of like a restart, not really a second edition.
Yeah, so
That sounds cool, Jim, that you did that.
Yeah, that does.
Dallas actually survived.
So looking at it, I don't know. Like, I suspect a few of these things, there's some charts and stuff that you can download that are 0E that are probably in like one of those books that you have up there, compiled basically.
The piles.
the piles compiled. Yeah, so
yeah, I mean, this one I think is the basic book. The Wardens, it's kind of like the Warden. So that's the Game Master, the Warden.
Yeah.
And then there's
so I mean, you're really getting a good deal on the box set if like when it comes back in to.
Oh, here's the other one. So these books are the basic books.
Right. So that basic rule book on their website is $20 when it's available.
Oh, okay.
Or you can get all of the core rule books for $60 in the core set with a map.
That's what a hardcover book usually is, right?
Yeah. So, and that's it's got all the rule books, another bug hunt, the standees, the map, and the Warden screen. So,
Okay.
So that's actually a pretty good deal. The deluxe kit that you got's $100, but everything's sold out right now.
That comes with all the different modules to play and stuff.
Yeah. And apparently they have some other games as well. Social game of hidden roles, a game called That's Not Lemonade.
Oh my God.
Press Your Luck game. It's Tuesday night games if anybody's looking for that. World Championship Russian Roulette. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And Werewolf in the Dark. I think that's the one that they were most known for Tuesday night games. Because I had heard of that one before.
Yeah. I've heard of that one too.
Yeah. So they've got a podcast. They've got a YouTube channel where you can check out a number of different things. They cover a lot of things, board games.
Yeah, I'll go back and I'll try to put some of those links in the show notes after we are on.
Yeah.
And that way, if you guys are watching this later or you want to come back and look at the show notes, I'll have them in there.
But it is sold out right now, unfortunately. And
yeah, you may be able to find some of.
I did find some resources and downloads. Hold on.
Okay. I mean, if you really want to get into it, you can probably still find some of the older versions out there at stores and online.
Yeah, so they do have some of the 0E stuff available if you wanted to look at it. And okay, so I did find they have got the character sheets, an advanced character sheet.
Okay, there we go.
Ship manifest that you can download for when you create your ship, and of course the app. I don't know though. The thing I don't like about the apps when I'm running a game is you don't know what someone's looking at on their phone.
Yeah, it kind of can be distracting, right?
Yeah, and I don't like that because it's just too easy in our culture today to just start scrolling on Facebook when you're playing a game. Yep, that's what you can download.
Okay. Yeah, it takes you out of the game, right? When stuff like that happens. So
I think so.
And there's lots of charts. That's what's interesting to me. It's a lot of variability with those charts that you just roll a D100 or something like that. So that's kind of neat.
All right. Well, thanks for letting us look in your box of Mothership there, Mr. Eric.
Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this little peek into it. Let me do a switch here. There we go. And hopefully maybe just looking at it, it looks interesting that people kind of get it. It's one of those cool, on the cheaper side, independent games that you can go out there and have some fun with. I mean, like you saw, the books aren't super thick. Do they got page numbers in here?
And if you're in the Atlanta area, you can get Jim to run a game for you.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like Jim likes this game. So, but yeah, I mean, if you don't want to wait, you can find the old version. Maybe you probably get it for fairly cheap, right? Because with the new stuff coming out, people are probably trying to get rid of the older version. Maybe there's stores online like eBay or wherever that are, selling it at discount prices. So. And Jim is saying I do. So there you go.
See? He'll run a game for you. Yeah, I don't see the core rule book for sale in the clearance. So it might be something that you would have to look like on eBay to track down the older.
Try your local stores if you have the local stores. I remember my store having this game kind of shuffled in. Being it's this size, it kind of gets shuffled in with the small stuff and just forgotten about.
Or just go down to Atlanta and Jim has the books and you can make a character and play a game. Problem solved. There you go. I think that's a pretty easy solution.
I think we should just figure out how to do it online even. A lot of people that do that stuff online.
I know. I don't know. We tried that during COVID with Fallout. I didn't like it. But that's just me, We've talked about that. See, problem solved. I told you. We talked about that before, where most of the people that listen to us get together to play because they want to get together.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Well, all right, guys. If you guys having problems digging, come back and maybe look at our show notes and we'll have links for you guys to visit. Check them out online. I know they were pretty heavy when this Kickstarter was going on, having little like regular YouTube type videos where they're talking about maybe a different section of the system. Maybe it was, the Warden's book or, the player survival guide or just different parts of the game. So if you're interested, you can check it out that way. But I think it's my turn to take us out, isn't it? All right. So let me get some banners going so I can, we can pop them up. But thanks guys for joining us. Just a little bit different. We did an unboxing, something we haven't done for a while. But come back every Thursday. Join us for a live stream shorts where we're talking about some kind of topic in the gaming universe. And coming up, as a reminder, we do have an interview scheduled in a couple weeks. So if you guys want to check that out, we like talking to independent game developers, and we got one coming up. So keep an eye open for that. But if you're interested in past podcasts, visit us on Podbean, iTunes, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and all those other places you can find audio podcasts. Visit us at Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Discord. Drop us a line at indieinvasion@gmail.com. And also, if you want to join us on Discord, we have a link in the show notes. That's where everybody's posting their projects. We have the growing community there. And it's fun to see the community interact with each other and us interacting with you guys. And lastly, if you guys want to support Indie Invasion, visit us at redbubble.com/people/Indie Invasion for your own shirts, mugs, stickers, hats, blankets, pillows, anything you can think of. Redbubble has it. And you can get it and decorate your house with it. Yeah. But that's all we got today, guys. So until next time, prepare yourself for the invasion. Later, guys.